Remember, take care of yourself while you take care of everybody.
In the quiet corners of my past, there lies a story, a tale of shadows and light. It begins with a single drop of poison, seemingly harmless, but like a pebble in a pond, it sent ripples through my life. It was a time when the promise of oblivion was more comforting than the reality of existence. But as the shadows grew longer, the light began to flicker. This was the beginning of my journey through addiction. The first step was the hardest, acknowledging the addiction. It was a beast that hid in plain sight, a monster that whispered promises of relief and release. The first time I looked at it straight in the eye, I realized its true form, a parasite feeding on my life. It was a chilling moment, yet it was the spark that lit the flame of my resistance. The road to recovery was not a straight path. It was a winding trail, filled with obstacles and setbacks. There were days when the beast seemed stronger, its whispers louder. But each time I stumbled, each time I fell, I found a strength within me I never knew existed. It was not a roar, but a quiet resolve, a determination to reclaim my life from the clutches of addiction. The victories were not grand, but they were significant. Each day without succumbing to the beast was a victory. Each moment of clarity, each laughter shared, each step forward was a triumph. Small victories that slowly, but surely, began to tip the scales in my favor. Along this journey, I was not alone. There were hands that reached out, voices that offered words of comfort, and hearts that shared my burden. They were my pillars of strength, my beacon of hope. They were the reminders that I was not fighting this battle alone. The turning point came not with a grand revelation, but with a quiet realization. It was the moment I realized that addiction was not my identity, but an intruder in my life. It was the moment I understood that I was not defined by my struggles, but by my resilience. It was the moment I realized that I was not a victim of addiction, but a warrior fighting it. The journey of recovery did not end there. It was not a destination, but a continuous journey. A journey of self-discovery, of healing, of growth. It was a journey that taught me the power of resilience, the strength of determination, and the beauty of life beyond addiction. In the end, the journey of overcoming addiction was not just about battling the beast. It was about reclaiming my life, rediscovering my worth, and redefining my identity. It was about understanding that the shadows of addiction were not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. It was about realizing that the light at the end of the tunnel was not an illusion, but the promise of a new dawn. So here I am, standing tall, not as a survivor, but as a warrior. Because I did not just survive addiction, I conquered it. And in the process, I discovered that the greatest victory is not in defeating the beast, but in reclaiming the life it tried to steal. This is my journey, my story of overcoming addiction, a tale of shadows and light, of despair and hope, of addiction and recovery. This journey taught me that addiction is not the end, it is merely a chapter. The story continues, and in each new day lies the promise of a new beginning.